Now, we all know that Australia got Steve Irwin, the crocodile hunter. Ain't nobody like him. But did y'all know that Florida had its own crocodile hunter as well? If you didn't, don't worry, I did some digging. Let's get into it. Now, let me introduce you to Ross Allen, all right? He's been known all over the world for over 60 years for wrestling alligators, all right, and milking snakes. Now, Ross is originally from Pennsylvania, but he moved down to Florida with his family when he was about 8-9 years old. But he was always interested in catching snakes and birds. Now, as time goes on, Ross realizes that he's really interested in reptiles, catching snakes, alligators, things like that, all right? So he ends up going to school to better his education in animals. Now, Ross wanted to do something special with his education. So in 1929, he ended up opening up the Ross Allen's Reptile Institute, where he was able to teach people, the public, a lot of information about reptiles. Now, in 1929, we didn't know a lot about snake venom, all right? But with his research here at the Institute, he actually created a lot of antivenom for multiple species of snakes. And he created a powder antivenom for World War II soldiers. Now, the powder antivenom was a big thing with these soldiers because if they was to get bit by a snake, right, it wouldn't have enough time for them to get help. So his antivenom saved a lot of lives. Now, his institute is located in Silver Springs, Florida, right? And at the time, this became one of the biggest attractions in this area. Now, not only was he popular in the Silver Springs area, but he was popular all over the world, all right? He even did a few movies, okay? He was in The Yearling, all right, which was in like 1930 something. And then he was in Tarzan Found a Son. I think he was a snake wrangler or something in that movie, but he was pretty popular. Now, it's been said, okay, that he has been bitten over 100 times by snakes, all right? And he doesn't have to get antivenom because he's been bitten so many times that his body just naturally has an antivenom in it. That's what he said. And he got bit on his left hand, and when it healed, it left his left hand deformed, okay? So in some pictures, he'll hide his hand. But he kept all the pictures of the healing process, so when he do his little seminars with the snakes and stuff for the public, he showed people the pictures to show the importance of not getting bit by a snake. Now, in 1975, he ended up selling the Reptile Institute, all right, to ABC. But he stayed on working there so he could still go around, give speeches, still, inform people about reptiles. And he actually also worked with Boy Scouts, teaching them how to work with animals in the wild. Now, a few years later, he wanted to open up another business where he could put like memorabilia, still give his shows, still teach people about reptiles or whatnot. But he ended up passing away in 1981, and they kind of just, scrapped the whole idea. Now, first of all, shout out to Ross Allen, okay? Because this man was handling snakes when a lot of people probably wasn't even worried about snakes. All right? Right out of Florida. Silver Springs. The more you know.